Hello and welcome to the Open Invite podcast.
Hello.
With Alistair Toes.
Hello.
And myself, John Slumbers. That was good, wasn't it? I feel like we went showbiz.
Very showbiz, very American.
We are showbiz now.
What's this, our third?
Third, yeah. The sponsorships are just queuing up.
Flying in.
Yeah.
Flying in.
I think we've had like 7 people listen to it.
7's is the number of the Lord.
It's beautiful.
We need to jump up in 7s.
We do, yeah.
7 to 777.
Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah.
Just like that.
Just like that. Just like that.
There's a classic. There's a classic. How would I put this? A man who made a career out of being rubbish at something.
Yeah, but he was actually quite good, wasn't he?
Well, no, but the story I heard was he was rubbish at magic, or he did a show that kept going wrong, and then he realised it was far funnier, and that's a wonderful kind of analogy of making the best out of anything, isn't it? Rather than getting angry and going, I've got to get better at magic. He's like, hang on a second, maybe I just need to get better at being rubbish at magic, and make that my thing, and then what a career.
But maybe that's the theme for this episode.
We don't need to get good at podcasting.
We just need to
get happy with being rubbish at podcasting.
Yeah. I think that's the way forward.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
Oh man, so I've got a joke for you.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
So we missed it last week.
We didn't miss it. You decided you want to do a joke a week.
Yeah. So,
and I like it. I can't do a joke a week, as we know. I can't retain them. They just dribble out my ears.
I can't, but I'm forcing myself to learn them to increase my neuroelasticity.
Nice.
You saw that email I wrote this morning.
Yeah, it was good.
That was savage, isn't it? So, what am I going to say? Yeah, so the joke. Why, how do you know that...
It's going well.
How do you know that geese are hard of hearing?
I don't know. How do you know that geese are hard of hearing?
Because when you talk to them, they're like, ah! 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 This is so stupid.
Oh, dear.
I love it. I heard it on a reel and it just tickled me.
Penelope told me a really naff joke, but a funny one. And I can't remember it. But she was saying, Daddy, some people really like naff jokes.
Yeah,
and I was like, yes, it's true. Some naff jokes are just amazingly funny because they're naff.
Oh, gosh.
Dad jokes.
I love dad jokes. I love talking to my teenage daughter in front of her friends in their their speak, as it were.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like, you're right, girls, you slaying. Have you seen Kobe? He looks unken chopped, and they're like, how do you know all this?
Unken chopped.
Yeah, it means you look old and like not great.
Really?
Yeah, if you're chopped.
I did the other week. We were chatting to a couple of friends of ours, Stuart and Michelle, Judge, and I were. And their oldest daughter came over and we were just mucking about. And she was like, guys, stop glazing me. And we were just all started laughing. I've never heard the term glazing. And then the joy of using glazing in front of teenagers is hilarious.
Yeah.
Because I like to use it in the wrong way as well, like a proper dad does.
Yeah.
So my niece came over the other day after school. She came around to see us. And we were playing Kirby. And me and Penelope were on one team and she was on the other. And we were winning. And I was like, Penelope, we are so glazing her. And she's like, Uncle Al, that's not the way you use glazing. And I'm like, I know, but I've become a dad. And as a dad, I find that really funny.
It's good. It's got to be done. I love it. I just love it. It's childish and brilliant. And also the other good place to do it in, I found, is the supermarket when there's loads of people around.
Say it like loud enough so they get mortified.
Or I start a silly walk, like she's my carer, and she hates that. She's like, Dad, stop it.
Love it.
And dribble.
My mom used to, whenever my friends would come, when I was in year 11, And if my friends would come around the house and we'd be heading out,
she'd make him Angel Delight.
Yeah, she'd make him Angel Delight. And then she'd shout from the door, Al, love you, baby. Have
Oh,
you got
no.
clean underpants on in case you get knocked over? Be like, thanks, Mom.
So that's brilliant. I love the fact that if anybody that ever meets Al's mum, she's very nice and and very kind. And I can't imagine her trolling you, but that's kind of funny that she did.
Yeah, it was. And I found it funny then. I just made me smile.
Oh dear.
Nice.
So yeah, we had parents' evening yesterday for the boys at school.
Yeah.
Well, that was interesting. That was remarkable.
Remarkable.
Gee. I've never, for poor little Mike, everybody said the same thing. Everybody said the same thing, and I felt so sorry for him.
Was he there with you?
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
No, I don't agree.
I kept sending him away, but then they like lecture him in front of me, and
yeah, it's interesting.
But
I guess in a world where parents are giving up the responsibility of parenting to the school, then parents probably like, yeah, tell my kid off for me. Tell my kid. Whereas like for me, I'm like, I don't want my kid here. You tell me what they're doing, and then I'll go and speak to them about it.
Yeah, and I think, oh, can you hear that interference?
I did hear slightly.
What was that?
My phone buzzed in my pocket. It wouldn't have been my phone.
Yeah, it could be. Could be.
Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, throw your phone in the bin.
Seems a bit over the top. Spin it.
Yeah,
now.
just get. I bet it's picking it up through. I bet the shielding on this cable is not that good.
That is what I thought when I saw it. I thought, you know what? That doesn't look like it's shielded very well. That cabling.
Shut up. Gee whiz. Yeah, so poor old Mike got. They all said he was clever, but he's just too busy messing around being a boy. And then with Cobes, it was all about like he is Mr. Brainiac, top set in maths. And they're
he's
like
that person we all hated.
Yeah,
he doesn't have to try. He doesn't have to work. It just comes naturally. But we all know he's going to get his comeuppance. Eventually, he'll reach a level of education where he can't just blag it.
Yeah, well, he's got to this because the level of detentions that he's getting are just obscene.
Why is he getting so many detentions?
Because he won't do his homework. He won't do his homework, and then he went to one detention, and the teacher said, "Why don't you do your homework?" And he said, "I'm at school all day." And he said, "And when I go home, I've got my taekwondo. I like to stream. I just can't be bothered to do it. I'm not interested. I've been at school all day." And the teacher was like, "You know what? I have kids in here and they all lie to me. Always like, oh, there's this reason my dog ate it, you know. And actually, that level of honesty,
yeah,
I'm actually going to reward you for it."
Oh, nice.
He said, "So you can go home."
Because there is a level of, I try to teach that to my kids, like to respond like an adult. Yeah, there's a lot to get over as a kid. You know, in the sense of, you know, because a lot of us adults struggle with it. But to be able to just say, look, just to be honest, or like when like saying to the kids, like, you made a mistake. Like today, Solomon was prattling around with a Rubik's Cube and he threw it in the air and it hit me on the top of the head. Right? And I just go up.
That's very Solomon.
And I looked at him and I was like, ow. And he went all quiet. And then he started getting upset. And I was like, stop. Did you do it on purpose? No. I said, all you have to say is, what you should do is check I'm okay and just say sorry and give me a hug. Like it was an accident. But trying to teach them, and that's because kids think to say sorry is to admit fault.
Fault, yeah.
And then that means you'll get into bigger trouble. But it's like, no, so I made him rehearse it. I was like, say it. And he said it. And I was like, right, let's do it properly. I'm going to pretend I just got hurt. And you're going to say, Daddy, are you okay? I'm so sorry. And you're going to give me a hug. And we did it. We did it twice. But I was like, I just need you to get that you don't have to. It's not like you've hurt me, now you get in trouble. You made a mistake. Like if you go out and you're kicking a football somewhere you shouldn't, I'd rather you come in and go, Dad, I was kicking a flipping football somewhere I shouldn't, and I've gone and smashed the window. I'm really sorry. Right, let's go around. We're going to have to fix this problem. But kids don't. Like I would have just run.
Yeah, I mean, the funny bit is, you say that, and I just feel like there's a massive difference in your house to mine. if Kobe thrown a Rubik's Cube at me. And then he'd either have got it thrown back at him.
Oh, he didn't throw it at me.
Oh, right, okay.
He was mucking about with it and he threw it in the air. He wasn't like a...
I'd have raged out, wouldn't I? You know what I'm like? I'm just like, what are you doing? And then he would have been like, ah!
If he'd thrown it at me, that's a different
I'd be like,
matter.
how many times have I told you to start? The Rubik's Cube is not for throwing.
He then got that.
Yeah. It's just boys, isn't it? So, yeah, so parents' evening last night. We came home. It was very...
Quiet.
Yes, and they both went and did their homework, which was quite amusing. Mike went and did some revision. And actually, do you know the mad bit is Mike's grades aren't, I mean, they're not terrible. They're not the worst. It's not the worst.
No, so he's fine.
So he's all right, but bless him. And I said to this teacher, and she was really good actually. His English teacher, what a sweet lady. She really likes Mike. She said, "I love him, but God, he drives me mental." I was like, "Oh, welcome to my world. I love him. He drives me mental as well." But she said, you know, some kids just don't fit school.
Yeah.
And he is one of them. She goes, I reckon if you could harness it, if we can work out what it is, he'll be very successful when he's a grown up. If he can just deal with the behaviour side of it.
Remember school was created by the Victorians to create factory fodder.
Yeah.
You know, it has a different intention, and now it's... We won't get into my discussion on education, but yeah, it's a tough old place. It's tough for the pressure that's on teachers. It's tough the pressure that's on the kids. Like, there's no need for homework every week that results in detentions. There's no need for it. But there is a need for it because of the ridiculous pressure that's put on schools and then put on teachers. And you know, like SATs would be a prime example. The pressure that some schools in
Is
the
your
past
phone buzzer?
no. The pressure that some schools in the past have put on kids for SATs. I'm like, the kid doesn't even need to know that they're doing SATs.
Do you know what, Al? The other thing. So we sat with this teacher and said, Kobe's at the very top. He can't go any higher for his grade. He's on target, he's higher, and even when he goes to the next year up or whatever, he can't go any higher than his
so where's the incentive?
So then it was, but you need to do your homework. Just like, well, hang on a minute. He's in the highest amount. You set him the highest level, and he's consistently getting full marks. Why does he have to do his homework?
It's like,
but then the part of me is like, I'll put it this way. I have two views on this. I think homework in many ways is a good thing, but not when they're that young. So for me, like, and the amount of work, I've got a backlog of stuff I need to do with that because of last week, and chat will talk about that because it's crazy. But I've got a bunch of stuff that I need to do. I'll probably work one night. Well, I might even do it tonight or next week, and I'll just pull an all-nighter and catch up with all my work.
And having a good work ethic is good. Whether homework teaches it, well, it's up to us as parents to teach them a good work ethic. Whether you use homework as the tool or you do other things, you're right. It's an important thing to learn. And I guess if you think about it that way, we can use homework as a tool to teach them a good work ethic, can't we?
Yeah, and I think it's good. I think I also, as a parent, need to maybe push them a little bit more with it. But see, we've had perfect child number one. I feel like, chat, if you're in there and you've got kids, the first kid is great. And they're like almost angelic. They'll do it. They're very sensitive and thoughtful, and like Casey's super hardworking. She would never ever have had to tell her to do her homework. She's had one behavioural point or something in their entire school life. She's a prefect. Then we have Mr. Brainiac, the second child, but who's also ruthless, wind-up merchant, warrior, like just a complete. Like if you were saying, if I said, right, you know those memes where you see the dad comes in and says, right, hey, I need one of you. We're going to go out and fight this guy's dad and his kid. Kobe would be like, oh yeah, sure, let's go. Where Case would be like, Daddy, why are you? Violence is not the way. What are you doing? You know, like,
Yeah.
and then Moo's just like, just like whatever you're not supposed to do, he will do. So, and I think it's a pattern in all kids, isn't it? It's really strange.
Yeah, I think so. Stereotypes are there for a reason, aren't
Yeah,
they?
yeah,
They
yeah.
exist. Some people don't fit the mold, but so many do.
Yeah.
My kids are the same. The older, yeah, my daughter, she's like you say, just went upstairs. What are you doing? She's like, I just needed time alone, and she's just sat at a desk in a bedroom building Lego and doing crafts, and
Just, man.
you know,
Yeah,
like
yeah, but yeah, it's not like that. Casey's like that in our house, but
no. We were driving, taking my youngest to his nana's this morning, so we could do this, and he's got a gun that's used to shoot an airplane off it, and you have to like. It's like a shotgun loader.
For YouTube, a toy gun.
Yeah, not a real one,
Yeah,
a toy one. And we drove up and he was had the window open and we're in slow traffic going past the college and he's going, bang, shot you boy, and shouting at these college kids. And they're all laughing. But I was like, yeah, could never see the oldest doing that.
No,
The
definitely
difference.
not.
Yeah, the difference.
Yeah, it's
as
funny.
he lives his best thug life.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So also I wanted to talk about my my further camping woes.
You haven't been camping since, have you?
No.
No.
But I have another tent and it's round.
Oh, it's a pop-up tent.
I bought a pop-up tent, but it's an expensive pop-up tent.
Does that just mean it pops up quicker?
So we got it.
Is it actually waterproof?
Fully waterproof. That's why I bought it, because it's like epically waterproof. That's what you're paying for.
And is it a 2-manner?
It's a 4-manner.
What?
It is massive.
What a pop-up? It's just one big room.
One big room, yeah. But it isn't double skinned. But it has massive ventilation things to compensate for that.
Things.
Things.
Comes with air conditioning.
It comes with. It's got a ceiling fan in it. It's got there's a temperature controlled waterbed.
Some phenomenal.
Yeah, no, it's
vintage.
But it's pop up, right? So I got it, and you know, have you ever bought? You know, where it's got Amazon, like 150 quid, or buy used, very good, for like 100.
Yeah, I forgot that Amazon do that.
So I will always buy the used thing, because in my experience, by one time, it's fine. And 9 times out of 10, it's like reviewers do this. They'll buy it from Amazon, do a review on YouTube on it, and then they send it back, which I think's dirty.
Oh, interesting.
And that happens all the time. So anyway, I got it, and it is mint. There's nothing wrong with it. But I thought, I've got to put this up and check it before I don't want to leave it a few days, then open it, and then realise there's a hole in it. So on Monday, I opened it in the garden. Could I get that sucker back? And I would go...
I was thinking pop-up tents are a bit of a pain to bend, right, aren't they?
Mate, there's a whole procedure that you've got to do, and you can do it really quick once you know how. But I didn't know how, and I watched the video, and then I was aware that people were, both my neighbours work from home, and I thought, if they look out their window now and see me fighting with this thing, and I got so self-conscious that I went inside. I left it, made a coffee, drank it, watched the video, came back out.
Kept prep, took a deep breath. I got this.
Had a second go, still couldn't do it, but I got it halfway there, then went back, and I was like, I just can't, there's only so much I can struggle. And it's crazy. And I was like, I'm literally I'm humiliating myself in my own back garden.
Trying to list your accomplishments. I've done this, I've done that. Like, no tent can beat me. You've got this. You've got this. I am an adult. I am a successful man.
Oh mate. Anyway, I did get it down, but it's epic. So
well, I can definitely see the joy in that. In the sense, I can see the joy in watching you struggle. But beyond that, I can see the joy in being able to just go, tent up.
Yeah, so what it is, we've got the mega. We have this thing in our house about mega chuff. Do you know what the mega chuff is? I need to tell the story.
Mega chuff.
We were on the radio. On the radio.
Oh, nice.
I used to take the kids to school in the morning, and we used to put on the radio, And I always listen to Absolute Country. And there was a competition, and this lady won a bunch of money. And she was like, "Oh, wow, I'm just so mega chuffed." And the DJ caught on to it. He's like, "Mega what? Mega chuffed. I'm just mega chuffed." And he's like, "Mega chuffed? Yes. Okay. I don't know what that means, but well done. I'm glad you're mega chuffed." And Kobe and Mike thought it was hilarious. So then we started making some. This is like a few days later. We're making pizza. And they like to make their own pizza. We buy the bases and they just put. I said, "What are you making?" And he's like, "This is the mega chuff." So now it becomes, "Are you all right, mate?" He goes, and he looks at me and he goes, "I'm mega chuffed." So it's just a thing in our
Yeah.
house. But yeah. I've forgotten what I was actually originally talking about.
Were you mega chuffed about the tent?
Oh yeah, so I was mega chuffed. Yeah, when I opened it, it's a beast. But no, that was it. So the big tent, the mega chuff, that was it. Mega chuff tent. It's got everything. Like that's got sauna in it.
Comes with a garage.
Garage, but it's detached.
Nice, detached.
2 chimneys.
Soundproof.
Yeah. But it's only 3 poles, but it's 3 Polish guys. But but you can't. It's a mission to put down because it's massive. So for four nights or 5 nights, even a week and a morning, maybe. Maybe
You've been very specific.
a week. 8 days would be too much.
tent.
In any tent, no. But yeah, basically for one night, it's just it's overkill. And getting it down was just a challenge when it was raining. Mike is having a meltdown, refuses to help. Kobe's getting angry with everybody because his feet are wet. And then we're trying to put this tent down. I thought, no, I can't be doing this. So I still want to take the boys away. And then I looked at roof tents, but they're mad money. And I don't want to drive around with a roof tent on. So my other option was this tent. And I found this guy called Yonder Adventures. And he's from Newcastle.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, he's Scandinavian. Yonder.
Yeah, he's amazing. He's like, fantastic! You know, it's fantastic. And he's so funny. But he had one of these, and I really loved his video. And so I messaged him on Instagram. I said, "Hey, look, I know we all get free stuff to review at times with our various channels. Is it genuinely all right? Because I'm thinking of buying it." And he's like, "Yeah, it is really good, and it is properly waterproof." So he said, "You'll be fine." And I said, "This is my case use for it. I just want to take the boys away for one night and then just a quick pat down." He was like, "It's perfect for that." He said, "I was going to get a roof tent, but I got one of them instead because I can park the car really close and stuff like that." This is really good. So yeah,
You should have sent me a picture. I'm intrigued.
What, of it up?
Yeah.
I've got one on me. On my phone.
I'd like to see that. I would.
I'll tell thee.
Oh, I'd love it.
So this is not Mega Chuff. It needs another name, this one.
Mini Chuff.
Mini Chuff. No, it's not. But we've got Paul's beer reviews coming up later in, I think, in a couple of weeks.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
You're going to go out in Mega Chuff with him?
But he's had a little baby. He's had a little baby. So we're going to give him the top floor of our house. And me and Liz are going to sleep in the tent.
No way.
Yeah. Because I said to her, I was like, "Look, we need to get some practice." Look at the size of that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's huge.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's a big tent. It looks like
you guys probably.
It looks like a legit tent as well.
Yeah, it does. It is. It's legit.
Proper legit. Right.
Go on.
Well,
enough of my camping.
I wanted to tell you something. I've mentioned it to you, but I have secured a new job.
Oh yeah.
Ooh. And I thought I need to talk about this because as we would call it in the Christian circles, give a jolly good testimony.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
No, so it's a good one. So I've been working in a garage for our good friend Ben.
Yeah,
for like the last 10 years.
Yeah, it talks like this. Yeah.
Oh
yeah. He's from Portsmouth.
He is, and and he's got very funny fingers.
He has
remember
got
when he
very
got married?
weird, yeah.
Remember the wedding ring?
The claw.
He was a bit of a bad boy when he was little, and he got into a lot of fighting.
His hands are mashed.
And his hands are mashed. And it was a moment of true joviality when Emma, his wife, had to try and get a wedding ring on his manky wedding finger.
And then literally somebody shouted, "They're claw!" And we all started laughing.
Brilliant. But yes, I've been working for him in a garage, which is not my area of expertise, but it's been great. I've learned skills I've always wanted to learn. I've been servicing cars and changing brakes and discs and pads and suspension and lower arms and just the kind of I swapped a radiator out of a Transit. So I've done all kinds of mad stuff, but it's not obviously not my wheelhouse. So I'm trying to sum this up so it didn't go on for too long. But just before...
It's all right. I talked for ages over about a tent.
It's true. But just before Christmas, a job came up for teaching. So I was an actor, and then over the years I did teaching, and so I've teach acting and performing arts courses and stuff. And this job came up at a college, which is my area, and but I just wasn't in the right place. We were still homeless at the time, and everything's going on, and I was like, I should apply for this job, but I just can't.
Yeah,
I'm just not in the right place. Forget it. And then the deadline came and went. I thought, oh. And then in January, the job popped up again, and obviously hadn't filled the post. And so I was like, I should apply for this. Like, that's twice now, and I've not so hunted for this. It's come to me.
Yeah.
So I was like, Lord, should I apply for this job? All right, I'll go for it. And I started to apply for it, and then I got to a bit where they were like, tell us why you want the job. And I was like, I don't even have a house right now. I just don't have it in me. Forget it. I just don't have it in me right now. Everything's kicking off. Life's tough. Now I'm done. So I didn't do it again. And the deadline came and went, and I was like, it is what it is. And then it popped up again. They still hadn't filled the post, and it popped up in, I don't know, it was like March. I was like, oh my word, Lord, this is ridiculous. I'm getting an email from their what do you call it, like their online
hedgehogs,
saying, you were starting to apply for this job and you haven't finished your application. I was like, I haven't finished it because the deadline's come and gone twice. So all right, I'll do it. So I filled out why I think I'd be a good fit for the job, and I did the whole application, and I got to the end of the application, did the whole diversity thing at the end. Are you white? Are you disabled? All that. What's your religion? You've got 3 legs. And I did all those boxes, and then there was one addition. It was something called additional questions. I was like,
did you put down that you were a Jedi again?
No.
Okay.
And do you remember when everybody did that?
Yeah.
Was it 2000 census?
Yeah.
It was the 2000 census, wasn't it? Was it 2000?
Something like that.
Or 2001? And everybody put Jedi down to try and make it an official religion, didn't they?
Yeah. Childish, but
childish.
That's the British.
Like the year that they managed to make Metallica #1 because nobody wanted X Factor to be #1.
Yeah, we are so petty.
Yeah, and then that boat, they got named
Boaty Boatface, and then they didn't like it, did they? So they called it something else anyway.
I love it when the British public come together.
Yeah, we're the biggest set of trolls.
Yeah, so I did the whole thing, got to additional questions, and there was like 13 questions, and they wanted, every question was like, write no more than 1,000 words. I was like, they want potentially upwards of, they want like 7 to 30, like what, thousands of words? I haven't got, no, because the deadline was the next day. I was like, no, I haven't got it in me. I'm sorry, I haven't. So I let the deadline come and go. And then it popped up again.
Oh, and then you had loads of time.
And then I had the time. So I did it and went to the interview and, just prayed and did my best. It's like, I think as being Christians, I'm like, I know God's got my back, as they would say. So whether I get the job or not, that's really up to God. But I don't want to make a fool of myself.
Yeah.
I just want to leave with dignity. And I guess that's ego, isn't it? And pride. But still, you want to leave with a bit of dignity. You want to leave them going, that man knows his stuff.
Yeah.
But if I get the job, I don't get the job, that's genuinely up to God. I don't mind. But anyway, I found out this week I got the job.
Nice.
Yeah. But it's just mad, isn't it? I was thinking about the fact that we get so like you grab onto things, so you're like, I want that, I need it, I want it, that's got to be for me. And if I don't get it now, I'll never get it. Like I think about when we were all young and single, and I like that girl. I wanna, and it's people saying, yeah, but you just wait, just wait. Well,
See, I
I
never had
can't
that.
wait.
They all used to just come to me, mate.
It's true, but you know, like that kind of
Yeah,
thing.
I know what you
But
mean.
it's like a
Yeah.
perfect example of God going, I've got a job for you, and it's for you. But I know that you're not in a great place right now, so don't worry. I've
Mm.
still got a job for you, and and I'm going to keep giving it back to you. So basically, you know, like took a year to fill, not a year, but like 8, 9 months to fill out an application. Is basically what I got. I got given like 8 months to complete an application form,
That's outrageous.
which is mad when you think about it, isn't it? So yeah, so it's all
Either that or they've employed 3 people. They've all been fired because they're
yeah,
like, this job is terrible.
yeah. Well, that's why I was a bit concerned about. But no, they've had agency staff. So so I don't really. I know. I feel. But and the good thing as well, isn't it? Teaching isn't easy, and sometimes it can be really, really tough. And that's why it's nice when you're you know God's with you, because in the sense of, if the job is tough, you're not going, oh, I should have stayed at the garage with Ben. You're like, you don't even think that, because you know that this is where God wants you.
yeah, and you know that they'll be all right as well.
Yeah, but you're like, you know what I mean. You don't have that. You don't feel like you've gone from the frying pan into the fire in any kind of situation, because you're like, hey, God wants me here, and it
Yeah.
is tough. But
Well,
I'm not pining
do
for.
you know?
You don't think I've made a mistake.
Yeah.
You've got that peace.
Do you remember when I jumped ship from Moan Brothers and I went to another company that was just around the corner?
Yeah, well, that was huge. That
And
was yeah.
I jumped the gun. I completely jumped the gun out of frustration. And I realised in the second day I'd done the wrong thing. And all the staff at this company were they were lovely people, but they were all fed up with the company, fed up with the people.
Yeah, it was a horror. It sounded like a horrible
Horrible
place to
place to
work.
work, yeah. And I was just like, I am too long in the tooth to put up with idiots.
Well, it's not just that, though, is it? It's
So
that.
I rang Moan Brothers. I was like, "Will you take me back?" They were like, "Yeah, come back, start tomorrow."
But that was the good. That's the goodness of God, isn't it? Because you had kind of been given the nod that you needed to wait, and you
I
couldn't
did.
wait, so you took matters into your own hands,
Yeah,
and it was like a perfect thing with God going, see,
told you.
see, you need to just wait.
And I did. And I think though, if I hadn't, if I reckon because I did that, I realised what I'd done and went back to where I was. But I think I ended up probably missing out on something, because even though it was a few days, I think the it just put things back a little bit.
There are always consequences, aren't there? But the
Yeah,
joy of
but then the other side to it is it's all worked out really well now. I mean, gosh, mate, I was in London drinking beer and having fun.
yeah, how did that go?
Mate, it was awesome. It
Did
was
you
really
manage
good.
to stay controlled?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Because
Yeah, I
that's what we
did.
talked about, weren't it? You were
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
they tried to ply you with beer, and
Yeah, well,
I need
no.
to just make sure I don't get sucked into that.
Yeah, so I didn't. I think, what did I have? I had 4 pints of beer over the space of early evening to about 10.
Yes.
So I didn't go mad, but we didn't get the interviews we wanted to get because what they'd done is they'd had a technical before, so they call it a technical. Somebody comes in from like whatever, and it was about yeast. It was Lanneman coming in and talking about yeast to brewers.
Not yeast infections.
No, different thing. And
It's like, should we use this cream?
this cream E45 isn't always the one. And yeah, so they were doing the technical, but it's typical beer world. That involved, I think, quite a few beers at the technical. So then when we turned up, because we don't want to be at the technical because we're not there, we're not brewers. There's no point in us being sat there. And
Who are you going with again?
the Keg Warehouse.
Yeah, it's the keg dudes, wasn't it?
Yeah, so I went and we turned we turned up and we wanted to interview people, and they were all well on their way, shall we say. So I was like, yeah, this is not gonna work, and we just didn't get the chance. But we did get some footage. We spoke to some good breweries. We went to Great Beyond Brewing. Lovely people, like really lovely
Are they
people
from Nodnall?
from London.
Mm.
Yes. Well, the owner's American, but he just a genuine bloke, and he was talking about the struggles of having a brewery, because people don't realise it's very low margin having a brewery, and it's very stressful.
It's like high output for really not
a lot, no,
a lot,
no.
and especially now.
Oh, it's even worse. It's even
Gosh,
worse. But he said, they gave him the mic to talk, and he's like, seeing everybody enjoying my beer and using the tap room and having a great time gives me a real sense of pride, keeps me going. And I thought, yeah, and that's quite an honest thing to say. And it can be very lonely at the top when you're running a business. So I went up to him later on during the night, and I just said, "Hey, I totally get how you feel." I said, "Look, I don't know you, but if you ever want to talk off the record, like about how you feel or what's going on, you need any help, like I've been there, I know exactly what you've gone through." And I said, "It can be blooming lonely." And he was like, "You know what? That's the nicest thing anybody's ever said." He's like, "But," he said, "to be fair, I've got good people around me." He said, "But yeah, it can be like that." And I was like, "Well, good on you." And we chatted for a bit. And then we talked about, there was another guy from another brewing company. We were talking about how there's a beer body called Seba in the UK,
yeah, I know.
and how they don't lobby properly. And I said, something needs to happen in the UK where we have a group of a stronger SEBA that is more active in lobbying. So they were saying in America they have it, and it'll be statewide. And these guys, all the breweries pay in, and then these guys basically go and glaze the legislators. So they take them out for football games, or send them on holiday, or take them to Vegas, and all the things that they want to do. It's basically bribing them, and then each year the taxes come down. Yeah, and we don't have that here in the UK. We basically have the likes of large. I won't drop brands, but basically mid-sized breweries going and lobbying like Rishi Sunak and stuff, saying you need to take the duty relief off smaller breweries. You need to do this, that, and the other, and basically stitching up other elements of the trade, which ultimately doesn't help the whole trade overall. And I think I'm glad. I'm glad it's happened, because they've learnt a lesson, because they basically killed off the small breweries. What's happened is that in has inherently hurt the whole of the hospitality industry, because the price of beer's gone up, because the way that they renegotiate the duty, which means, like, that's why you go to a pub and a pint is like £9 or something ridiculous in London, a £10 for a beer and stuff like that. It basically, that those companies that lobbied have just, what they would have got from increasing their market share from shutting down those smaller breweries, they've lost because they've killed the industry. So they probably lost even more revenue for lobbying. It's very short-sighted.
Well,
Very
that's the thing is
short-sighted.
when you look at you, I think when you focus on yourself, it often is short
Mm,
sighted, isn't it? You know,
yeah.
when you help, the more, I guess, I don't want to sound too hippy dippy, but the more you're willing to help
I
those,
was very hippy dippy.
the more you're willing to help those people around you, often
Oh yeah, are you more
benefits.
deeply deep about the way you look? Do you remember that?
I do remember that.
Gosh, that's a lot. That was a. What was that? It was that 80s or
90s, I'm
90s.
sure it was 90s.
Uh,
Flipping 264 my
oh
shit.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
wasn't it?
yeah.
They went the 90s, baby. When I remember when going out
Uh,
going out to, no, it was Pacific, so I wasn't in my pajamas with a carton of milk.
and slippers.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it would be. I remember when Stella kind of first started coming out, or I got a wind of it, and it was £2 a pint, and we were like,
Wow.
who would pay £2 a pint? That's obscene. Or maybe it was two pound
Yeah.
25, because you could
Gosh.
buy a pint of John Smith's for £1.20.
I remember paying £1 a pint.
Yeah, as standard, not like on a
Mm.
um happy hour. Yeah, when I was at uni, it was £1 a pint. So you genuinely,
Yeah.
you could go out with 10 quid.
Yeah. Well, they say inflation this and inflation that, but actually, if you look at, yeah, the inflation's gone up, but the value for what you can get has drastically changed.
It's a whole other world, isn't it?
I feel like we're worse off now. We're definitely worse off now than we were in the 90s
It's
by a
interesting.
mile.
It's interesting though, isn't it? Because also we're more.
I've done it again now.
Yeah, have you knocked it?
Idiot.
We're also
Sorry.
somebody, a friend of ours, made a comment to me. He was like, everybody now lives like millionaires used to live in the 90s. And I was like, gosh, he's right. Yeah.
Do
Like,
we?
well, if you were a millionaire in the 90s, you could ring somebody to bring you your McDonald's to your door. You would have massive tellies. You could watch whatever you wanted, whenever
Whatever
you
you want,
wanted,
yeah.
because you could just buy the DVDs. You could afford Sky. You had that money. You would have
Yeah.
2 cars in your drive. You'd have a brand new car.
Yeah.
Nobody had brand new cars
No.
when I was growing up. So, like, I really got what he said. I was like, yeah, you're right. Like, we are. Everything and anything we could want is on our fingertips. It's like right there. Like I drive past the college near us, and when I went to that college, there was very few kids that had a car. Now
Everyone has.
they go all the way up the road. Like nobody used to park on the road, so the college car park is full, and then for a quarter of a mile, maybe more on both sides of the road, all of the main road, students are parking their cars, and I can't see an old car there.
One.
Do you know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
really interesting because you're right. The cost of living is getting mad.
Mm.
Like we're really tight, but yet there's the displays of wealth around us.
Yeah.
It's really interesting, and I
Yeah.
don't want to fall into a political
No.
conversation because I do not know enough, and that's not the point of
We
this.
might have displays of wealth, but I think, like last year, I earned more money than I've ever earned in my entire life. And I had the least amount to show for it at the end.
No, 100%. That's what I'm saying. It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we're living.
There's a big problem with middle class, working class poverty.
Yeah,
So
we're
you might have a
living.
nice house and you have a
Yeah.
nice car, but they've got no food in the cupboard.
Yeah, we're living like with these displays of wealth, like this millionaire from the 90s. But you're right. At the same time, you legitimately need to be earning in the north. I guess you need to be earning like 60 grand a year if you want to just be able to pay a mortgage,
Mm.
have a car, have a family holiday,
Yeah.
and I mean a family holiday to like.
Butlins.
Yeah, I mean it's getting more expensive to go for holiday in the UK than it is to go abroad in some
Hence
cases.
my tent.
Hence the 10. But yes, so it's an interesting time. But I think we should
Yeah.
stop there because we're not talking politics. I
No,
don't know. I don't know
let's
enough
not
about
go.
it, and I don't want
I know.
to fire
Let's talk
anybody up.
about something interesting.
Like off the top of your head, or you have something you want to say?
Well, I was going to say about, so for those that don't know, my father-in-law is not very well with cancer at the moment and had an operation, and the operation went very well, and then he was like remarkably bouncing back from it, and then it all went south very, very quickly. So last week, it wasn't last week, it was the week before, wasn't it? Was it that? Yeah. It we thought he was going to go, and it has been horrendous. But in that, God has really, really shown up. So the whole church prayed. A text went out, and like a message from our pastor, and it's funny because you could feel, you could. That's the first time I've experienced feeling like prayer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I lost my dad to cancer, and it was pretty harrowing how it all happened, and it was like bringing up some mad trauma, and I wasn't doing very well with it, and you're head of the home, and you gotta be, you can't show that stuff. So
No.
so I was struggling keeping it all inside, and then when everybody started praying, I was sat in the lounge, and I don't even know what I was doing. I think I was watching something on telly, but I just felt peace. And yeah, I don't feel anywhere near like how I did before.
That's good, man.
But since then, yesterday we found out that there's an issue, and they're going to have to operate again. So, like, it's rough. It's rough. The whole thing's rough. And I wasn't going to talk about it, but I thought this morning when I got up, I thought, no, I should talk about it because there's probably somebody listening to this that is going through the same thing, and I just wanted to say that you're not on your own, and that prayer is the only thing that you can do, because worrying about tomorrow is, as it says in the Bible, is completely pointless. It's like trying to work out what the number 8 smells like. It's pointless. So yeah, just pray, trust God, and you know, talk to your pastor and your leaders. If not, reach out to us. I'll gladly pray for you. And yeah, just yeah, don't try and bottle it all up and be silent or find it in the bottom of a beer can.
No. Yeah, man, it's tough.
It's tough.
It's tough.
It's tough seeing your family struggle with it as well, especially your kids. That's the first time I've experienced it.
Yeah, my parents are in their 70s now, and it gets more real, doesn't it? I mean, you've already walked through it, but I never have.
Yeah,
it's tough, man. It's tough because life is tough. Whether you've got God in your life or you don't, it's still tough. It's just a lot tougher if you don't have God in your life.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're not a Christian listening to this, that is the difference. It's Christ never. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm using lingo. I don't want to use lingo. Jesus, you know who Jesus is. He never promised that if you become a Christian, that your life is going to be like easy. It's very clear that you'll still have troubles, but the difference is you won't go through it on your own.
No, and often God uses the troubles for something good. Not that the outcome's always what you want, but He's working in you and He's looking to eternity.
Yeah, well,
not
this
just
is
this
it.
life. It's a whole other kettle of fish. It's a whole other world.
So yeah, I'd encourage you, if you're out there and you're listening to this and you're not a Christian, just give it a go. You won't be disappointed. I'm saying that in a very solemn tone, like, but I don't want it to be like like an emotional thing. I'm trying to amp you up into doing it. I just want you to understand that it's real. So yeah.
Yeah, baby.
But
well, I think we should end on that note.
Yeah, I think so. So I have we have an email that I created. I wanted to tell everybody quickly.
Nice. You're telling everybody before you told me?
Yeah, I didn't tell you.
Swine.
Well, you don't need to know. It's just you're like the.
I'm just the eye candy of this job.
Oh, you the eye candy. I was going to say you're my sidekick. No,
what?
sidekick? Yeah, you're my sidekick now.
It's atrocious.
Yeah, Angel Delight Owl. It's called openinvitepod@gmail.com.
Oh, nice.
Openinvitepod@gmail.com.
That's like you've got a glamping pod, and it's like, hey, it's just an open invite. Come around whenever you want.
Yeah, it does sound like a glamping pod.
You don't even have to ask. You just knock on the door and come on in.
Yeah.
I might be cooking sausages in my pants, but you're more than welcome.
Yeah, open invite.
It's called open invite.
Yeah, so and you'll know that you've got the email right because when you put it in, you'll see the logo appear on your.
Makes me think of Jim. Like he'd back in the day, we'd be talking about it and seen each other for ages, and I'm like, "Well, you need to invite us over." And he'd be like, "Mate, you don't need an invite. You don't need no invite." It's like that. It's open invite, baby. You don't need no invite.
And then you just rock up at his house. Mate, what are you here at 3 a.m?
You said
I could
I didn't need an invite.
Yeah.
So I'm here.
Yeah, it's fun. I'm off to. Would you like to know that the time in Paris is 10:42?
I'm so grateful you told me.
I've got around the world.
I've spent the entire podcast going, I just need to know what time it is in Paris.
That's so weird. So I've got, but then it says London's 10:42. I thought Paris was ahead. No, it's not, is it? It's in the same time bracket.
Is it?
Is it?
Yes.
I thought France was 2 hours ahead.
No, it can't be 2 hours.
Or an hour ahead.
I thought it was an hour.
Paris. Oh, that's really weird. Oh, you know what it is? What? Oh, I don't know. I've got all these Casios that I restore.
Are you still doing that?
I do it now and again.
I think it's a great little hobby, that.
Yeah, I have. I need to. I just, the problem is I've got this issue.
It's called a.
Keeping the watches that I restore.
Oh right, I thought it was extra long eyelashes that
No,
block your eyesight.
yeah, I've got that as well.
Do you remember that?
I still do. I have to trim my eyelashes on my left eye.
When you thought you had eye problems, it turned out your eyelashes were just too long.
Yeah. He's a swine, isn't he? Honestly, just mocking me relentlessly. He never lets me forget that one.
It just made me laugh.
Yeah, so I've yeah, I keep keeping the watches, but I've given a couple away.
Yeah, you made me one, which is lovely. I love it.
Yeah, I need to do some more. But Vinted, there's a guy, and he's gone round and he just buys everything up, and then he doesn't even do anything with them. He just literally throws them back on. It really annoys me, and I'm like, you're ruining it for everybody.
Cough again. I think there's something really nice about a hobby that you can just do on your dining room table.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like fixing and I think watches. I mean, I'm not the digital, maybe not so much, but there's a guy on YouTube I watch that restores, Seamasters and
Yeah,
Rolexes,
I've seen him.
and he obviously absolutely loves it. And you never see him. It's just downward shot of the watch, and he just constantly talks, and it's so like, but what a cool. When you said you were doing it, I was like, that's a cool hobby.
It's not. I love it.
We've got a friend who used to build clocks, didn't he? Out of all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Get old processors and old light oak types of bulbs, and he would make
all sorts of stuff. Yeah,
what a cool. Those are cool hobbies.
I think I do enjoy it, but then the other side to it, I've had no time, and then I filled it with this camping thing.
What? Just trying to get the tent down.
Just me in the garden. I could have done 2 watches in the time it took me to pop up tent down. Flipping idiot I am. Gosh, if it was like watching you cook a breakfast. The chat. Sorry, I just peeked out everybody's ears. So I went to Al's house. I mean, we're going to run to an hour now. So
it was my new house, by the way, and I'd never used the oven.
Right. So he's got this fancy. He's got this massive oven.
Big like range. Isn't it?
It's range that the people left in behind, and he had no instructions. So I'm like the king of air fryer and microwave. I can cook anything in that. But Al likes to do it old school. But he just consistently went wrong.
He did, and I was also trying to talk to you whilst work it out. Like who has a grill that there's an option to only switch on one side?
So he gets out he goes, "Oh, we're nearly ready." Gets the bacon out. He's like, "No, we're not." Why is half of it cooked and the other half is completely uncooked?
And then we realised, only half the grill. And then it has a small oven that you can cook in, but also keep things warm in. But it's smaller. I don't have any baking trays that fit that size. So, it didn't go well.
It was hilarious. I couldn't stop laughing. It just made me proper chuckle. So, that's how you were, is like I was with that. But luckily no one saw. And it was out of view of the security camera, So yeah, and it was not one of my finer moments. Right, okay, so we're going to round it up now. So we need to do, obviously, one of our great outros.
Not prepped. I don't know what you can sing for copyright. I can't remember the lyrics.
You can sing it and not get copyright.
You've got it stuck in my head now.
I mean, you do sound just like Right Said Fred, to the point that like YouTube couldn't tell the difference.
Yeah, and then we can start sending us traffic for all the Right Said Fred's friends.
Banned in these areas. Right Said Fred gets our 1.2 pence that we make from doing the podcast. Okay.
Love you, people.
Yeah, have a good one.
And the next one will be out pretty quick, won't it? Because it's Friday today. We're late this week.
Yeah, we need to record another one, don't we?
We made a mistake on Monday. We made an error.
We did.
So we'll get 2 dropping pretty quick. But anyway, have a lovely weekend.
It's been up in the vibes. Thank you for listening to us. This is the outro for the video. The Right Said Fred, he loves Open Invite podcast.
Bye-bye.
Monge tea.